Well, this is another reason why me and Elaine Kerr will be going to over to Portland, Oregon, to the federal building over there, because there is no justice in Idaho judicial system, especially with Lynn, who is vice chair on the committee there. For one thing, this is what I received from the Supreme Court, supposedly, if I did have a Supreme Court hearing, but I did show up in Portland for something that happened there at the State House. But this is a letter that I received from the courts. Steve Kenyon, clerk of the court, sent me this, and it's in regards to also, let me show you whose name's on it. His name, and also Judge Burdick's, right there, Roger Burdick. So, was Roger Burdick also involved in all this that happened with me? Because it seems like there's a lot of things going on with these documents that I have, and because I know that I won't get justice, I will be going to Portland, Oregon, to the federal building to demand justice, because it was they were federal laws and rules that were violated by Ms. Julone, senior legal claims examiner, there for the Idaho State Insurance Fund work comp. Now, what's funny here is, well, it's not funny, but there's no reference number. Order. No reference number. Now, can somebody explain that to me? Maybe write this letter underneath it or something in regards to that. Why would they put something like that on there? But this is what it's referencing to. It's stating in the Supreme Court of the State of Idaho, James W. Clark, claimant, appellant, versus Crybaby Foods, LLC, employer, defendants, and the Idaho State Insurance Fund, sorority. Defendant, respondent. Whereas appellant James W. Clark has filed more than 20 objections to the original agency's records. Well, what do you mean original? Were there something different? Why, I found out now. Where appellant James W. Clark continues to file objections to the agency's records at the Industrial Commission. Whereas, pursuant to the Idaho Appellant Rule 44, this court hereby enters the following order. In the above entitled appeal, it hereby is ordered that the Industrial Commission shall prepare the supplemental records as it currently exists, and shall accept no additional filings regarding such records. The Industrial Commission shall then serve the supplemental records on the parties in this court in accordance with the Idaho Appellate Rule 29. Appellant James W. Clark shall then have 21 days to file the date of supplemental records, day from the date the supplemental records is served on the parties, and this court to file in writing any objection to or any additions to the supplemental records as prepared by the Industrial Commission. Appellant James W. Clark may only file one objection, and that one is underlined. One objection to the supplemental records in person or via U.S. mail to the clerk's office, because I was being denied to file electronically. And I live all this way, man. I mean, it's unreal. Fax filing, okay, office at the Supreme Court. Any filing must contain original plus 2 copies. Fax filing shall not be permitted. Why? Why could I not fax it to him? And no further objection, request for additions, nor amended notice of appeal may be filed with either the Industrial Commission nor the Idaho Supreme Court. Respondents shall have 14 days to respond to any objection filed by the appellant, James W. Clark. Subsequently, the Idaho Supreme Court will review any filings regarding this supplemental record and will issue on such issue. Well, why? Yeah. It is here. It further is ordered that any order by the Idaho Supreme Court regarding the appellant record shall be final, and briefing due dates will subsequently be set. By order, this is dated August 31st of 2012. Roger S. Bruddick, Chief Justice, and Steve W. Kenyon, Clerk. James W. Clerk of the Court. No, I guess. So, again, I'm not getting justice over there in Idaho. So again, I will be going to the federal building here in Portland because I feel I deserve to be heard. Me and Elaine Kerr will be going on Monday. So, a couple of days before Christmas, but on the 23rd, we'll be there. It's going to be, I don't know. I'm not going to leave until somebody talks to me, man. And somebody takes action. This is bull. Here I read online on all these web pages about how these people have got these people doing this and doing that, and they've been held liable. Well, why is it when I have documents like this and all these other documents? Because, again, maybe it was because I wasn't supposed to make it this far, so they made me believe that I had went through all this. Because maybe when they sent me their findings of fact on May 2nd of 2012, they thought maybe I wasn't going to do anything. But Lynn Luker, it was your law firm that you were vice president of, your Get Your Law office, which Roger Brown is the one that worked for, that you guys got printed, that I fired. But my letter says different, though. But I can't get nobody to step forward or believe me because I'm way over here in Washington. That's why y'all did your findings of facts. Now, what is this offset about, Mr. Lynn Luker? How, you told me to, do all this other. You were in on a scam, too. Because if this is true also, just by the way that it's worded, I believe, because pursuant to the Idaho appellant rule, enters the following, the appellant James Clark will have objections to the original agency's record. Now again, did something happen in 2009 that you guys tried to scam upon in that year that it took you guys to even do your findings of facts? Because the hearing was over, But then again, you got Social Security, who a year earlier had already deemed me totally disabled based on the same medical records. Same medical records, and also based upon my injury. And then OSHA found him. I may be late on filing some things, but I'm going to tell you what, I believe that I've been screwed. And I think if I can prove all this, it might make a difference. Because something's got to be done here, man. Or something's, I don't know. I just know that I'm not a quitter, and I'm going to be heard. If I don't stand for myself, nobody's going to do it for me. So, again, me and Elaine Kerr, next Monday. I don't have the time down, but it'll be sometime in the morning, because I plan on being there all day until somebody talks to me in regard to these documents that I'm going to be bringing. And not just thrown under the doorway and say, come back later. Nuh-uh. No way, man. I want an investigation. Because if there is a Supreme Court justice involved, then something's not right. Because I also have a CD of the oral argument of the Supreme Court for June 5th, 2013. So tell me, what's going on here? Because you were involved too, Lynn Luker. Again, I'll try to put something out every day to just kind of show you the things that I've been having to go through, and then recently through the Supreme Court, supposedly. But if you really look up the my number there, you can't find it unless they've made it to where now you can find something in regards to it. But I already know that people have already tried. And it wasn't just friends of mine. It was law clerks. When you call them in, you call the office, you call the courthouse, and you start asking for numbers, they're baffled too. So you see, and then Miss Patty Tobias, then Mr. Michaels or Mitchell or something like that, who's an attorney, sends me a letter back in regards to some of these filings of Mr. Steve Kenyon, clerk of the court, and the Supreme Court, where we got to file our papers to, how corrupt he is, he needs to be removed from his office. And I'll read you some of my emails that I have from him. Yeah, Mr. Steve Kenyon. Y'all have a good night. Take care. God bless you.